you a heads up if I'm looking a bit like distracted. I have a bit of a headache going on, but really wanted to record all this. So going
And
through it.
we're live. We're going to be reviewing this game together.
Yep. So yeah, we're going over Robocop, Rogue City, Your Move,
Creeps.
and Creeps, and but done by the same people who did Terminator Resistance and they've come a long way since Rambo. He's a man, not a god. The
They
game.
really have. It's just amazing. It's like really, really mad props to this company for just coming around and be like, hey, we got to do better. Let's deliver something that people are actually going to like and take our time with it.
I just realized they didn't slip that in a reference of that into this game.
Oh, did they do that in Terminator?
Yeah, it was that one bit where the what's her name, the general, whatever, the commander is all like, he's a man, not a god, when talking about that guy who's going to reprogram the Terminator.
Nice.
Yep. So yeah, because there was a point where, of course, she said it a bit more like again, like I said, like he's a man, not a god.
Yeah, I mean that would have been perfect for RoboCop.
Yeah, but they might have, and I missed it. But yeah, this game was great, just amazing, wasn't it?
Oh, it was so much fun. It's like, and I'm hearing other people too saying that like out of the games they've done so far, this is probably like their best.
Oh, hands down. I mean, okay, let's look over. First of all, was Rambo rail shooter, which on its own, I gotta say, it's not really all that bad, all things considered, for a rail shooter. Just not what you were expecting for a Rambo game, but looking back on it now, it's not the worst game I've ever played.
I mean, for like a super, super, super budget like title, it could have been like all right, but then you see everything going on, and you're kind of like, oh,
yeah. Especially the way they put in all those cinematics and the way the cinematics just look. God, okay, let's be honest. Worst cinematics out of all the three games and everything.
Absolutely.
And I'll even say this: the graphics here are way better than even Terminator.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially the environments; they look really, really, really nice and really capture the feel of the movie.
Yeah, but even the character sprites way better here.
Oh yeah, I mean they're not perfect, but I mean, what do you expect? This isn't a big super AAA game.
It's a double A. It's a double A.
Yeah, it's a double A. It's in between.
Yeah, but I'm talking about compared to the Terminator's sprites work and everything. The Terminator one was fine, but all those were original characters. So the fact that we actually got to see some actual Robo, Lewis, the captain.
Yeah, absolutely.
The one that definitely looked off was the old man.
Oh yeah, it definitely looked weird.
But now, what do you want to talk about first, the story or the gameplay?
Let's talk about the story first.
Okay, well, the story, I gotta say, this is the best story out of all three games. The Rambo, Terminator, and this.
Yeah, at least from what I've seen, this definitely has I feel like it captures the essence of. I've only seen the first movie. I know you're definitely more of a RoboCop connoisseur than I am, but even then, it definitely captures the mood perfectly with
by the way,
writing and characters.
Yeah, by the way, this character, Casey Wong, he was in all three movies. Now, sadly, the actor had passed away, so they weren't able to do anything with him, but they got him really well here. And yeah, I just love the new stuff was really good. And then we have the new guy in town, and oh geez. Okay. You know about in RoboCop 2 how they introduced Nuke, correct?
Yeah, that much I know.
So having the what are they, the crackheads?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
In this game?
Yeah.
Oh, what was it, like fire? No.
No, something heads. The something heads.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Let me double check. We both went through it and we're already forgetting.
Yeah.
The torch heads. The torch heads.
Yeah, I was kind of on the right track.
Yeah, the torch heads. But I mean, they're obviously the ones that represent the holdover from the nuke cult and everything. But yeah, what I love best about the story, and I've gushed about already so much already, is that it perfectly bridges between 2 and 3.
Yeah, I did some research on that, and like it definitely answered some questions that were kind of like head
What happened?
scratching.
What happened to the old man? How did Detroit
Exactly.
end up looking worse? How come Delta City's already going through?
Yeah, it's like you could tell these guys did their homework on this.
Yep, just like they did when they bridged in the stuff with Kyle in the DLC of Terminator Resistance.
I gotcha.
Where they explained, you remember Kyle's nightmare in the first movie, where like he's in that truck, wham, and that person get blown up, and we find out who those two people were.
I gotcha.
Yeah, well, this is right up there with that, where they explain so much and they give us a very good story. But yeah, his introduction was very good. Oh, this is me using the Robocop 2 skin, which made sense because this was to be between 2 and 3.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because I got the Murphy edition, so I got some of the extras and everything.
Yeah, I think I just got the regular. I'm not sure if I don't think I got the Murphy edition, but maybe I should have.
Yeah, I got it so I can get it a week early. Oh, typical, throw the guide out the window to make a point.
Yeah.
Like I said, I like Lewis, and even though it's not the same actress, she nailed it still.
Yeah, that's I feel like all the characters they feel like the characters from the movie, and I think there's just a lot of really likable characters in this movie who have a lot of even the ones they introduce exclusively in this game. You really like them, and you kind of just want to see where their stories go.
Now,
Pickles is an exclusive, right?
Pickles is an exclusive, yes. There's a great character there, but of course, you can go down a different path.
Oh yeah, of course, absolutely.
Have you seen the alternate endings to the route? The routes you can choose.
I haven't seen them yet.
Do you want to know what happens if you let him keep that money?
What?
He gets so high on nuke, he gets eaten by a snake.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yep, and that's how they find him. He was just he was so stoned out, he went into a snake area at the zoo and got eaten.
Wow. Oh my God.
Now,
crazy.
Now, what's the gameplay? First of all, I cheated on my gameplay footage here, hence why I've already given myself the full everything here. But to be fair,
scandalous.
Well, to be fair though, there's no new game plus to carry things over.
Yeah, that's right. That would have been so cool. So you can, because I did mostly like the action stuff because I feel like it really helped like Robocop get through some of the fights like against some of the tougher guys.
Yep, here. But yeah, I love it. And of course, we have the theme song going. But yeah, this was a great, I mean, it's a first person shooter, but you actually do walk around like you're a tank.
Yeah, I think what they got right is just you feel the weight of Robocop as you're going around. You're stomping, the way you shoot your gun.
And even when you're running, or moving faster, you're not moving that much faster.
Yeah, because I feel like at moments, like, it's supposed to give you, like, that power fantasy, oh, you're this super tough robot, but they don't skimp out and, like, oh, we're going to make it challenging, though.
Yep. Once they do, like, if you add enough, you can get bullets ricocheting off of you that could kill them.
Yeah, that's right. That's so cool. I don't know if I got that in my playthrough, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of cool things you can upgrade. And there's also one thing I like too is the upgrade system for your, what's the name of the gun again? His main gun? I always forget.
I don't remember, the SR9 or something.
Yeah, but like you can specifically upgrade that, and they do a little like puzzle thing, which I thought was really cool. How you have to avoid not getting debuffed or like losing points for it. And then a full upgrade for it, you're just like a badass with that gun.
And then there are some where you have to still take the hit if you want to get a certain upgrade.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Yep, and then eventually you get to a point where you can have unlimited weapon and auto fire, like you could just, once you're doing that, you're unstoppable.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, but and then of course there's some of the little circuit boards you can find that are secret.
Yeah, of course. But I also just liked all the side stuff too, where you got to go around and help people. He's like a real police officer. It wasn't just shooting down bad guys and stuff. You had to go and uphold the law.
Serve the public trust, protect the innocent, uphold the law. Yeah, but yeah, throughout all this, I would always go make sure I saved everyone.
Yeah, it was tough. You had to be like super quick on that.
Yeah, especially the second one around. The first one, easy peasy. But that second one, you gotta make sure who again they have the metal helmets on. So you're like, oh come on.
Oh man. Well, hey, what they do in any RoboCop movie, just shoot him in the balls, you know?
Yep.
It seems to
But
be
yeah,
effective.
and then of course Robocop's glitching and everything. I mean, it's like typical Robo.
Yeah, some criticisms I kind of get. Like, I hear like they do retread on certain things, but you know what? It's like it's fine. It's not
Well,
like a big
it's stuff.
break
It's
for
stuff
me.
that never got fully resolved. Even like if there's one downside with RoboCop 2 is it doesn't advance the story much. It's just an adventure in the life. So in a way, and you could blame that one for retreading stuff already.
Yeah, the thing that I really like though they did in terms of the story anyway, because there's stuff I still want to talk about with the story, like is when he has the therapist working with him, which I
Oh
thought
yeah,
was
we'll get to that.
how
We'll
they
get to that.
how
Like
they
I say,
bounce off of each other.
by the way, Becker, I hated Becker.
Who didn't hate Becker? Just waiting for him to get killed.
The fact is that no one even went to his funeral except for a guy who just goes to funerals.
I know, that was so funny. I think out of all the games this year, this one might have made me to laugh the most with its comedy. Because again,
Exactly.
it's so true to what RoboCop is. Like, I remember doing one side mission where a guy comes in, he's like, "Oh, I want to get this reward for turning in this guy." Like,
That's me.
like, it's me. Yeah, and I just started laughing.
Yeah, he's like me. Then of course you say you can get a reduced sentence. All I gotta say, that other guy in that same bit was like, everyone thinks I'm a public nuisance. Can I have the cutest dog ever? He's red, so I name him Fire. So I'm always going, Fire, Fire. I'm like, dude, I always give him the ticket. Because it's like, dude, you're an idiot.
It's like, seriously.
Why do you think everyone's having a problem with you, dude? Because you're going, you're calling your name your dog Fire, so you're going, Fire, Fire.
Yeah, that won't cause a problem.
Of course you're going to be considered a public nuisance. Oh, and yeah, okay, yeah, here it is with the first helping out that one coworker. But yeah, then we get with the psychiatrist. I liked her because I didn't even realize her prosthetic until she pointed it out.
Yeah, I know, me either. But I feel like they were able to relate to each other and they bounced off each other so well.
Very much so.
Like, again, there were just a lot of characters they like introduced that you really liked, and you really just kind of wanted to get to know them more.
Dr. Blanche,
right? Yeah, and then the kid that they brought on as well. He worked
Washington, yeah. Yep, I liked Washington as well. I felt so. Yeah, there's Sergeant Reed, and that's good. Okay, that's the case of the effects modeling. He looks like the actor, but at the same time,
yeah. Again, it's like the models are fine, but it's like don't expect like again a AAA budget title for that. And that's another thing I want to mention too. When like it's funny because you're like RoboCop, you're a super powerful guy, but then I remember going through the streets that night and just again how they captured old Detroit perfectly and just kind of made it feel unnerving. Like even though you're RoboCop, you're walking and you kind of feel like, oh, I feel so creeped out. Like any moment, someone's gonna jump me. It's like that's why I think they nailed the atmosphere. It's just so good.
Exactly, and oh yeah, dealing with that murder case, and of course the guy's like, it was aliens, and then you realize why he thought it was aliens, because they were wearing that sunscreen that is like
I know, again, comedy, spot on.
Exactly, and I love how, again, RoboCop's like, why do you think it was aliens? Because they were green, man!
That's what I love too, because it's the original actor came back to do RoboCop again, right?
Yeah, that was Peter Weller, who I met.
Yeah, that's right. And like, I think it just worked perfect, especially with the comedic moments too. Like, especially when he's getting sassy and he comes up with a one-liner, like the way it's just robotic delivery. It was just perfect. Just made me laugh.
Yep. Oh yeah, this bit here was the car. Ben. I liked Ben.
Yeah, again, a lot of really likable characters.
A lot of real likable characters, especially the ones that you would see a couple more times and you could help out at the very end.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. And, oh yeah, I love. Of course, you could shoot a guy in the balls. Oh,
that's great.
Which ends up being the spot you deal with the bad guys later on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you realize that towards the end when you're dealing with those the mercenaries, how they're all wearing the body armor, but you shoot them in the balls, still takes them down?
Yep.
Yeah, that part is always the part where I would try and shoot them in the ball because that's like the perfect opening when they just come right forward. It's like, oh, yeah, this guy.
Oh yeah. Most first-person shooters always require you to shoot in the head, but here shooting the balls. I think it's a nice change.
Yep.
Pace.
Oh, I love the whole video of them telling this guy, like, they're not mad that they rate it. It's like, you're ruining the market, man. You're selling it at a cheaper price. And it's just like, wow, these guys know their stuff.
Yeah, seriously. Again, the attention to detail is just like great.
Right here, this back. You only have half of it, and that's the problem. You're selling our product at half price. That makes the customers complain about my prices. Again, they're like reasonable dealer. It ain't nice, Maurice. Maybe if you think that building a customer base by selling your product until its manufacturing cost is a good idea.
Yeah,
Under what? It's not. Such practices are spoiling the market. I know. A reduction of further demand. Yours again. These guys know business talk.
Yeah, I hope we're not going to go through all the videos because I feel like there's too much to cover, and
I know.
We want to make sure people get a chance to play the game themselves.
Oh, I know. I'm just skipping around.
Yeah, because there's definitely other stuff I want to say too. I guess because again, I think everything was like spot on with the Robocop stuff, and I think you have to go into it knowing that you're playing as Robocop. It's not like the other shooters, like especially on Steam right now, where it's like fast paced. It's going to be a lot slower, but again, that's what just makes it so much fun, just being this super tough badass and shooting everybody.
Exactly. And I gotta say, there's no incentive to go beyond the easiest difficulty. It's not like there's like achievement or anything, which I appreciate that. Drives me nuts sometimes. Like if you just want to go through, be a walking tank and everything, you can.
Yeah, I think it's like with any game, just play it how you want.
I'll also say this though, there's one other downside is the secondary weapons are pointless.
Yeah, like sometimes they're okay, but then
until you get the Cobra near the end.
Oh, right.
Otherwise, for the most part, you don't need it. Your service pistol is perfectly fine and it's unlimited ammo.
I know, especially when you upgrade it later. It's accurate, very accurate, and all that stuff. Oh yeah, the stuff with the mines. I remember that. I'm just like, oh, yeah. And I will say, this is definitely. I mean, talk about some things that were kind of like about the game. Like I wasn't too fan of how the autosave feature because it kind of autosaved in like kind of the worst spots at times.
And then sometimes, and then it would autosave at one point and autosave again. It's like, didn't you just autosave?
Yeah, I know, because then it starts you at like some really bad moments. And sometimes some of the sequences, while cool and stuff, and again, I get it. He's Robocop. He has to walk slow. They go on a bit too long.
The fight was at 209.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk about a wake-up boss.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what that means, right? Where everything was so easy, and then it's the moment where you're like, ah, shit.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I mean, of course, I was cheating, but still.
Yeah, I was playing it on normal, so it took me a while. I was able to get through, though.
Yep.
Throw shit on it and exploiting his weakness.
Exactly. And I gotta say, though, the stuff with going back to the old man, I like the stuff with the old man. They made him feel like an actual sympathetic character.
Yeah, because you can kind of see his point of view on why he wants to do what he's doing.
But you also realize then either he's ignorant or he is by any means necessary.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was an interesting choice to make him the final boss, though.
And in Robocop 2, no less. But to be fair, though, absolutely. It was building up to that.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, and I do like how it's one of those games where your choices do matter, much like Terminator Resistance. There's the old man.
Yeah, there he is.
Yep, when he's mentioned how Detroit used to be a thriving neighborhood, not like what you have to deal with now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, stuff like that made you realize he is a good man. He is he just wants to do what he can to help.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
because
there's silly moments in the story too. Like, what was the name of the new guy? It was
Walter, whatever.
yeah, but it's like
Yeah, but
he
claiming he's the son of the guy, and the brother of the guy who was Nuclear Man in the first movie, the guy who got hit by the van and then he got splattered.
yeah. But there was like he was a good villain, but there's like some silly stuff too, like especially when he hangs Robocop after and reveals his whole master plan and just leaves him. I was just like, that's so 80s.
Probably because he still thought that the chip was never going to be removed.
Yeah, I guess because he revealed everything, and so Robo could be like, "Hey, I have a chip in here." So it's kind of like, "Oh no,
Exactly.
he was monologuing."
He was monologuing. Yeah, but by that point, I think also he knew he was on a time crunch because he knew these mercs were going to find out he has no more money.
Yeah, but one of my favorite moments was when Robo confronts him, and he has like the remote to get all the robots ready to attack Robo, and you think, "Oh, Robo's just gonna shoot off the."
Yep, she's on, that's at the very end. That's at the very end.
Arm! And
Yep.
the Robocop goes, "No, there's trouble," and I started dying from
Yeah,
laughing.
I know. Yeah, the mercs won't work for him, and now the robots can't do anything. He's like, "Why can't you help me? Because you don't have the remote, idiot." So basically, it's a chase after him, and he's dead.
Oh yeah, totally. It just pops him full of lead and boom.
Yep, like I said, those settings like that decrepit mall was a good setting.
I know. Again, there's just so many great set pieces. Again, reflects the game, the movies really well.
It really did, but yeah, I mean, overall, like again, the shooting, but the story. That's why I'm one of those who feel like, why didn't this get nominated for best narrative? I wasn't expecting anything else, but it should have gotten best narrative nomination.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something a little controversial here. I think I would have rather had this be nominated than Spider-Man 2.
Really?
Yeah. But hey, to each their own. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Right. Oh, the prison scene and everything, and I love that how any of the guys you spared. Okay, did you spare the arcade owner?
Yeah, I did.
So you figured out the way to save him. Cool. But yeah, the arcade guy, the actor, and the guy you have jump off and everything, they're all here. I love that.
I know, yeah, it was great.
Yeah, you just run into them and everything, and yeah, the music is good. And I gotta be honest, I felt so bad for Washington every time he was getting harassed and everything.
I know, poor kid.
It's like he didn't ask to be a plant, and everything. He didn't ask for that.
Yeah, and even like in the end, like too, like because the ending I got for him was where he went on to do like baking and stuff. It's like, hey, good for him. This wasn't cut out for him.
Oh, really? So I guess that's a third option then, because I didn't know that was a third option for him.
I guess. What did you get?
Well, I got the one where he stayed as a cop, and he was able to shut down that one business that was utilizing animals.
Oh, maybe that's what I got. I'd have to look again.
That's the ending where he won them, because the other ending is where he ends up becoming an OCP stooge and gets arrested for punching a cop because he was keeping his badge. I think those are the only two endings.
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of the animal one.
You're probably thinking of the animal one, because that's the one where he basically where he's in a restaurant area. That's probably why.
Yeah, I probably confused it, but I like that too, because we get different endings, and we get like, oh, we have to share what endings you got.
Yeah, exactly. I think we mostly got the good endings.
Yeah, I strive for that too, because again, you like these characters. You're like, I don't want anything bad to happen to them.
Oh, I gotta say, Samantha's ending. I'm like, wait, she's joining up with Bertha. Oh, wait, that's the character from Robocop 3. Never mind.
Oh yeah.
Because at first you're like, wait, I thought she was gonna be a good journalist. Now she's working with the. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Because basically, if you screw things over, she'll just go back and be a regular news stooge.
Yeah.
And I liked her too.
Yeah, again, there's no one I really. Well, of course, Max was like that one. That's one you have to hate because he's so scummy.
Yep. Oh, and Mills, I knew was a suit. I knew he was a shill, just a corporate stooge. And sure enough, you know what happens if he becomes? If you know what happens if he gets picked mayor, he quits right afterwards because he was without OCP. It's like, hey, I didn't want to actually run this shitty hole.
Yeah, that's right. I heard about that because I got the other guy.
Oh yeah, and then he backstabs you, of course.
I know, fuck you, man.
Although to be fair, though, to be fair, we obviously fail stopping Delta City since that's what at least happens in RoboCop 3. I'll tell you this,
Yeah.
Becker, I at least felt, I won't say sympathetic, but understanding for the guy when he was made CEO. I was like, I'm shutting everything down, that's including Delta City. I'm like, oh, but then he said, and then I'm firing all the cops, and I'm like, oh.
Like, wait, hold on a second here. wait, stop. You were good right there.
Yeah, you're good right there. But he has this thing about he wants to control everything. I also love it. Like, bitches, come.
No, yeah, but hey, it probably led to one of the sickest moments in the game where you and all your cop buddies go out, and then you're out there defending the city and shooting down everything. It's like, oh yes, with the RoboCop theme playing, it's like, oh, it's so good.
Yep, and I made sure I rescued everyone that I could rescue.
Yeah, of course.
Like the guy, the shop owner. I loved rescuing him. I'm like, oh, I can finally rip those bars off. There was no time I wanted to use that area as a shortcut, but I couldn't. So I'm like, crap. Do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then but yeah, this climax was a great climax.
Yeah, again, it was just amazing. Because again, when you get out there and you're with your buddies defending the city, shooting bad guys, it was like, oh yes,
exactly,
so epic.
Exactly, and then the actual finale, which I gotta say, this final action sequence was not as good, if you ask me. It was good, but not as good. Also, you know what the most annoying one was? Stopping the bombs.
Oh, I hated those.
Especially when the one guy comes out with the rocket launcher. I'm like, crap.
Yeah, I know.
Like, you idiot! You idiot! You're surrounded by bombs and you're shooting off a rocket launcher?
Yeah, I know. Hey, I got the perfect way to deal with Robocop. Our lives as well. Oh no.
I know. But yeah, okay. I mean, this final fight was, again, it was Wendell was the guy's name, but again, it was decent, but it was,
I think this is the example of where it's like it was fine, but it went on too long.
Yeah, exactly.
Because against the auto saving doesn't help much because you're kind of like, oh no, if I die, I gotta start all that again.
I would say this though, Wendell definitely reminded me of Dick Jones from the first movie.
Oh right.
No, Dick Jones mixed with Clarence. The actual criminal. He felt like a perfect blend of Dick and Clarence.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because he's definitely a business douche, but he definitely is very good at handling the criminal side of things, even though you realize he's so incompetent.
Yeah, I know. I don't have money to pay you. But I love what one of the soldiers says too. It's like, no hard feelings, Robo.
No. Although, to be fair, I think to the guys who get hired as the rehab people in RoboCop 3.
Oh, okay.
Because they're dressed like them. But yeah, I know. But RoboCop, like, he has bigger fish to fry. But when you think about it, though, Wendell, everything he did was stupid. Even though he's coming up with this cool, chilled voice and type of attitude, the fact is he's the one who doomed the old man. He's the one who totally butchered Project Resurrection or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like, what made you think any of this was going to work?
Yes, I picked the right guy for the job.
Yep. I do love how you give everyone a nice farewell and everything. You have this great moment, and then you get word about OCP. I did love it. The build up was like, if what I hear is true, you're gonna meet an old friend soon.
Yeah, absolutely. It was great build.
I felt so bad for the old man because he went in thinking like, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna end up like you, and we can work together.
I know. He becomes mindless.
He becomes mindless, just like anyone else who was put into RoboCop 2. Oh, but yeah, now I gotta say, it's interesting seeing RoboCop 2 being played straight motion as opposed to stop motion.
Oh, is that what they used? Stop motion in the movie?
Yep. I mean, look at the design. There's no way that thing would have worked practical. Not in the 80s, not in the 80s, not in the 90s or 80s or 90s. Like I said, you feel so bad for the old man because you see this moment, this message beforehand where you see he truly thinks he's gonna go in and come out a new man.
Yeah, I know, it sucks. Even like with the message before, it's like, oh yeah, after this I'm totally gonna be fine. I'm gonna be just like you, Robocop.
They say roar.
Yeah, it's too bad.
I can remain human, but again, it's all because of Wendell's incompetence.
Yeah.
And I will say though, this final fight was an interesting fight, but I don't like how they make his weak points so obvious.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad, but it's kind of like, yeah.
But you're still good final. At least it was a final fight, boss.
Yeah, because it did have to keep you on. Yeah, it did have to keep you moving as fast as your metal app can go.
Exactly. And then what did you choose with the old man? I chose to save him.
I chose to save him too.
I thought there's one more person that needs saving. And again, the fact is, the old man comes through for a brief moment to save you.
Yeah.
I love that. That was great. It's just like, I think they could have helped him through it all. I think, this showed that there was a bit of him still left.
Yeah, but if I were to guess, it's probably because they wanted to keep a continuity with RoboCop 3 and 4 and all that.
Obviously, because either way, the old man was going to die.
Yeah.
But that's my preferred choice, is to save him and then have him sacrifice himself. That's the better one than leaving him there, or maybe mercy killing him, but
who knows?
But yeah, then seeing the building collapse, that was a great bit.
No, it certainly was.
You have to be like, oh shit. But yeah, and again, just this epilogue and everything, the Kanemitsu company and everything. That was, again, that's what all this leads into RoboCop 3 very well, to the point where I don't know what they could do for for DLC.
Yeah, I know. Are they planning a DLC?
There's rumors of it. I mean, hey, technically they weren't planning the Terminator DLC, but they did it because it was such a huge hit.
Yeah, you never know.
But again, I thought all the actors did good. I mean, Weller, this was way better than his Mortal Kombat 11 acting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's way better than all of that. And again, I just liked all of this. There's Pickles.
Yeah.
I love the TJ Laser resurrection. Cute.
Yeah, I love all those references.
In the other version, they'd both be killed if you failed Blanche, if you just gave her all the wrong choices.
Right, I gotcha.
She'd be dead. Like I said, Samantha would become just another back to working the news. Max Becker would have been the same way.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
By the way, he was the only one. Everyone else was at a rescheduled business meeting.
Yeah, you gotta give that dude commission for going to all these funerals like that.
Oh, here's the That's it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, now I get it now. Yeah.
Yeah. He shut down the owner of the restaurant.
I gotcha.
The Amir Kuzak. Oh, I hope OCP doesn't take him off the street. Who will protect us then? Very true. And then, hold on. Come on. A sarcastic Rip Reaper, skeleton speaker, pew pandemonium, a drunk. That is so dumb. But again, this was a great game overall. The story, and yeah, again, the shooting is good. Collecting all the stuff is good. If there's one downside I have is I do not like how one of the side quests is where you have to arrest Samantha, and that's the bank one.
Oh, did I do that one? Yeah, I think I remember doing that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one where. I also love the ad falling over, like, but you actually look, you're like,
Yeah.
Ads, they don't do stairs at all.
Yeah, that's one thing I do know.
I love that though. They like, again, all the sound effects. They got all the sound effects, everything.
Yeah, that's another thing. The sound design was so good, and especially with Robo Stomps. Like it really, again, it just helped.
I do like how you have the option to turn it down, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise,
it really is like I think I think this is definitely like for especially if you're a fan of RoboCop, this is the crown jewel of like all of them. Like because I've heard like the only one I heard that's like a decent game was RoboCop versus Terminator back in the day, which
Well,
looks
that was,
cool. I never played it.
but that's an old side scroller though.
I know, but I'm just saying in terms of RoboCop games that are like you want to
Yeah.
actually stick around and play. But I think this is obviously no contest. This game is everything you would ever want out of a RoboCop game.
I'll tell you this: it's way better than the last RoboCop FPS by Titus.
Yeah, but who made the greatest N64 classic, Superman 64?
Hey, to be fair, they would have improved it with the PlayStation version
That's right. Yeah.
if they had remembered to renew the license. Idiots.
Yeah. Just. I remember when I first heard about that game, I was like, "Oh, a RoboCop first-person shooter," and then it's like Titus. I'm like, "Oh no!"
Well, to be fair, though, Titus had done some other. I think they've done some decent games. Hold on, let me double check. Hold on. Titus Interactive. I think they did some decent games in the past. Well, obviously, oh. You know what they've done before?
What?
Oh, never mind. I saw from what they did the Dick Tracy NES game. They didn't. It was the Amiga game. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they did the Blues Brothers game.
Oh, the Super Nintendo one?
Does it include the Super Nintendo one? Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they did that. They did the prehistoric Quick the Thunder Rabbit. I've heard of that one. Oh, they did the Super Nintendo version of Prince of Persia 2.
Oh, and they also did a Game Boy version of Superman, I believe, as well.
Yes. Oh, they did the Xena game. Oh no. And the Hercules, the legendary Journey game, and Carmageddon 64.
Oh, that was them. Oh my god.
And Blues Brothers 2000, the game.
Oh, they did the N64 Blues Brothers. Oh my god. A lot of bad N64 games.
Yeah. And they did the Xena, Hercules, and Top Gun, and Robocop for Game Boy.
Huh. How about that?
Yep.
Yeah. So
yeah.
No, go ahead. Go ahead and finish.
I would say, and they also did some other Top Gun combat zones.
I think I heard of those, but I'm just like, I don't know.
But again, they deserve to go under still.
Yeah, but here's what I wanted to ask you, because a lot of people have been asking this ever since the game came out and it's been doing well. What game what like franchise, like 80s franchise or anything would you want to see these guys do next? Because they're on a roll.
Ooh, first I'd want them to do a Robocop versus Terminator game, first of all.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Especially if they adapt the comic.
Oh, right, yeah.
Or come up with their own original tale, either or. But as far as what would I want them to do next? Definitely not Aliens or Predators. And bigger names already own the the rights for those ones. So
Yeah.
Not counting those. Ooh. Probably.
Judge Dredd?
Oh, Dredd. Hell yes. Them doing Dredd would be awesome.
It would be really cool.
Imagine with what they just did here. And this game practically matches the Dredd versus Death game.
Ah, okay. But yeah, I could totally see him with Judge Dredd. That'd be really awesome.
Or what about Escape from LA?
Oh, that would be interesting.
Escape from LA. I mean, that's pretty much what Terminator Resistance could be following.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm double checking. I'm looking up for big 80s movies.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe Blade Runner? I don't know.
Nah.
It's like it has a different tone compared to like all these other big 80s movies.
Well, one series I definitely I do not see him doing would be Highlander, because that'd be swordplay, and no, keep it to shooters.
Yeah. If you're good at something, just stick with that. Like, I get it, you might want to experiment, but sword combat is a lot tougher to pull off in first person games.
Exactly. Big Trouble in Little China.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting one.
I mean, I'd love to see him just go all out zany because that movie is pretty zany.
Definitely. It is. Buckaroo Banzai.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one actually.
Across the Eighth Dimension is the full title.
Oh,
Or Last Starfighter. That'd be a nice shooter, doing a shooter. Or Flash Gordon.
oh yeah, that'd be really cool.
They could do Flash Gordon. Or sorry, when I said Escape from LA, I meant Escape from New York. LA was the horrible sequel.
Yeah. How dare you?
Or Tron.
Tron. Oh, that would be a good one.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Maybe like another Arnold action movie, you think?
I was gonna say, what about The Running Man?
Oh, that one would. I mean, it's a game show, so that would work.
They Live.
Oh, yes.
Imagine cool. They Live. Imagine They Live done, and that where you have the shade, you'll be like,
That would be awesome.
But yeah, hold on, let me double check yep, Buckaroo Banzai had its own adventure game and not adventure game, video game and all that, and apparently there was a TV show. It's basically one of those properties that got branched off into a whole bunch of things.
Oh, I see. Okay. I mean, it could be possible.
Yeah, but that would be an interesting one. Because definitely one of those with a legacy. It was a cult following.
Yeah, and it could introduce a whole new audience to that.
Exactly. But as far as other ones, no, that wouldn't work. I was going to say Toxic Avenger, but no.
No, I know there is a Toxic Avenger beat 'em up in the works. So.
I know.
There's a Toxic Crusader.
Well,
based off the cartoon. Yeah.
Well, of course, based off the cartoon, which I think is much better.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I can't really think of much else really. Beverly Hills Cop.
That would be something.
Nah.
I definitely don't think so. But I'm like, sure.
I just threw that out there as a random one, but
yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if they would continue. They'll probably continue that route because it seems to be working for them, going based on these old action movies. So who knows?
Exactly. But again, yeah, who knows what to go with? But yeah, there's just some they could do, and it would just be very interesting of what to do.
Yeah, of course.
So
overall, Robocop was a blast.
It was very much a blast. And I hope they do some DLC though. I really do. Hope so.
Yeah.
So yeah. Thank you for joining me on this one, Alex. It was just nice to have someone else who's gone over to go over this for a review. I gotta start coming up with a standard of what to do for reviews and everything.
Right, I gotcha. But still, it's fun discussing the game. Like, I really wanted to talk it out with you about it because I was just like, oh, there's just so much to like about this game, And I'm glad people are seeing that too. And like, again, I hope this company, they continue to make really good games. They continue with this track record they've been having.
Exactly. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one.